"Now what?" James asked. A low groan, like wood on wood, penetrated the floor above, cutting Jeff's response. His gaze shot to the ceiling. Something was upstairs. Creak, 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 creak. Jeff faced James, ignoring his ashen face and loose-hanging jaw. "Best we check it out." Their heavy boots made the bare steps groan as they climbed. At the top of the stairs, they were faced with a short corridor with 2 closed doors and one that stood ajar. They went to that one first, thinking the noise was coming from there. The intended door had brightly coloured tiles on it, spelling out Angus. Jeff held up his hand and entered the room alone. A nursery. The baby blue wallpaper behind the cot was mottled with a brown-yellow colour. The carousel, too. He backtracked quickly, his face now as pale as James's. "What?" James began, stepping forwards, muscles rippling. "Don't go in there," Jeff whispered. "For God's sake, don't." Jesus. James's lower lip trembled. He was just a baby. The creaking noise intensified. Jeff left James to try and gather himself, heading over to one of the shut doors, the one on the left, as he was convinced the noise was coming from beyond it. He slowly pushed the handle down. Creak, creak, creak. With the door open, Jeff stood, mouth agape. Someone was sitting in a rocking chair. Creak, creak, creak. 2 heads peered over the top of the seat. One of the faces looked directly at Jeff, the eyes unblinking, dead. They reminded Jeff of the mounted head down in the living room. The other person in the rocker appeared to be brushing the hair of the lifeless person. As Jeff moved closer, the living person began to sing. It was a female voice, and the song that came out was disjointed, as if the person was being throttled at the same time. It was a song Jeff knew only too well, as his mother used to sing it to him. "Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird."